What is your nickname in the industry?
Nightmare.
So it seems like your persona, or your aura around you is an intimidating person. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the nickname actually came from the first film that I shot. The character that I play is called Koshmar, which the Russian translation to English is the Nightmare. So somewhere along the lines, that character has been brought into my personal persona, and the nickname's just stuck, which for me is fine. A lot of my characters are, they're not the nicest of guys you may meet.
But it's interesting because in a way, your physique is a persona in a way that you have, right? Can you talk about that body image that you've created in the industry?
Yeah, I think I've definitely created a very unique look. A look which probably hasn't been on the market before. I'm just large. I was basically signed at the age of 12 to play cricket. I had a natural talent for the sport, but my fitness level was of an average 12-year-old. So from the age of 12, we were pretty much disciplined with nutrition, with training, and it was drilled into us every single day, the importance of fitness, the importance of correct nutrition, and it basically just took over my life. And I absolutely fell in love with the idea and the power that the training and food has and can have over your life, and how it helps improve and develop you as a person. I always have trained with weights, but I've never trained with weights to become a bodybuilder. I've trained with weights to become stronger, or to become faster, or to become bigger for the roles I may be playing, the sports that I may be partaking at the time. So I use the weights as a means to an end for a goal, and my goal tends to be, well, nowadays is film. I've done 5 films, I'm on my 6th coming up, and every single role I've had has been definitely because of my physique. My shape, my size is definitely something that's very unique to me. It makes me stand out. I can go to shows, I can go to conventions, I can go to auditions, and definitely the first thing that people notice is the height, 2, the size, 3, the tattoos, and then it all comes together, and it's this sort of insane look that's not really been replicated before. I didn't really set out to create this look. It was just the byproduct of my training, my nutrition, and my love for the sport. And my body pretty much just evolved as it has by accident.
Most people who are very muscular actually much, much shorter, especially in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
So right away puts you above basically everybody.
Yeah, I'm a good couple of inches bigger than most people at the industry. I don't know why that is. I'd say probably because of the amount of food I have to eat. I know volume-wise, I'm probably consuming at the moment 7,500 to 8,000 calories a day.
Let's talk about your acting career, because it seems like you're going in that direction. You did 5 films. How did you even start? How did you begin acting?
Completely by mistake. One of my a good friend of mine is an actor, and a part came up for a film, and he recommended me to his agent to put me forward for this role. As soon as he mentioned it, I jumped on the chance. So I went down to London, I auditioned for the film. Ironically, it was for the part of the character in the James Bond film, which Batista got, which at the time, when I heard that Dave was going for the same part as myself, I was like, well, I've got no chance of getting that. Dave's done this and this. So it wasn't a massive surprise that I never got that role. But then the agent signed me up. 2 weeks later, I auditioned for another TV show, which was filmed in South Africa for an American TV show. Got that part, flew out, did my first job, came back, did Undisputed, which is where the name Nightmare came from, and then did 3 more films following that. The last film I've just finished was actually working with Dave Batista, so that was strange. The first thing I said to him was, "You took my role." Second thing I said was, "Hi Dave." He was a fantastic guy. There's definitely something in the pipeline with him coming up as well later this year, which we're talking about at the moment, which is awesome. So the acting side's going phenomenal. It's going strength to strength. The roles are getting bigger, the characters are getting stronger, the lines are getting harder to learn. So it's definitely going in the right direction. It's just insane to sort of look back and say, geez, I've done this in 18 months. Where am I going to be in another 18 months? And you don't realise, or you don't appreciate sometimes just how far you've come until you take a step back and have a look and then try and replot.
That's incredible, because everybody that we talk to who's in the fitness industry, they want to be entertainer or they want to be an actor, but nobody figured out how to actually do it.
I didn't say I could act. I just said I've been in films. Yeah.
But just to be in films, I mean, that's
yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, for myself, I think the biggest advantage that I've got is, we touched on it earlier, I'm unique. There's not many people that look like me and I can fight, I can do my own stunts, I can act to a level. So I'm working on trying to become that all-round complete actor, character, whatever it is you want to call it, and be that figurehead that people can't turn down because there's no one else that can do that role.
Now people, you know, they wait in long lines just to talk to you, right? Like, and they have very limited time. What do most of them say to you when they see you?
Wow, it's not photoshopped. It's different parts of the world, you get different reactions. Like, we've just got back from India, and all they want to do is poke you and touch you and just see if you're real. Whereas in America, they're a bit more, I've seen it, I just want to talk to you and find out a bit more about you. Germany, they just want photos. It's very strange, like different parts of the world have different fans that want different things out of it. And I think that's what makes it interesting being in the industry as well. Meeting such a mixture of people who are just wrapped up within the world of fitness for different reasons.
What about in UK? How are the fans in UK?
UK fans for me are fantastic because the big expo here is just down the road. So for me, it's like hometown. And a lot of the people that come to the expo in Birmingham are very much, feels like they're friends and family anyway. So they just want to know, how are you doing? How's the films going? How's this going? What's next? What's this? And they're just extremely motivational for me and very encouraging. And I've definitely got to say that obviously the expo in Birmingham for myself is the one I always look forward to.
Do you think those people that come to your booth, do you think they want to kind of be similar like you, or do you think they just want to talk to you because they like admire you?
I think it's more a fascination into the life that you live, you know, and then probably some of them, sure, yeah, definitely want to try and change themselves and become bigger and feel more motivated, feel more driven, feel more determined, feel more successful. Some people just like to see someone that they've seen on YouTube, or someone's to speak to someone that's seen on the cinema or so on. I think there's definitely a mixture of reasons why people are interested in the industry. But everyone that comes to see me, I definitely feel they always take something out of it that they never expected. Which is fantastic for me. I like to always try and give back that sense of belief and positivity and encouragement to them.
And it seems like in the last 4 years, the expos started growing exponentially, you know. Can you talk about that world, and why do you think the fitness industry started growing out of nowhere, just more and more and more every year?
Yeah, I mean, I still ask myself this question every time I go to these expos, and you just get thousands of people chase you around and they look up to you. And I think part of it, for the reason people follow me, is that they can see that I've had a dream from a young age, and being in the gym and grafting away at that challenge has allowed me to live this dream. And I think it gives people hope. I think a lot of people can see that if you put the hard work in, you train, there's results at the end of it. And I think in this day and age, there's a lot of negativity going around, and there's a lot of reasons that people give up on whether it's careers, jobs, whatever it would be. In the gym, if you put the time in, you put the effort in, there'll always be results at the end. There's always that sense of fulfillment. And I think that's what people chase, and people love to see successful people and be around successful people. And I think the industry brings out probably the best individuals in the sport that can encourage and motivate people to be all they can be.
How do you feel about professional competitive bodybuilding?
I think they're phenomenal what they do. I did a short diet, more of an experiment and for the love of the sport, for Mumbai. I did just over 5 weeks, and I dieted and trained like a competitive bodybuilder, and it absolutely killed me. I was doing 3-4 hours a day. I was training, I was doing pose routines, I was doing my weights, so I brought my food down to ridiculously low calories, mainly because I wanted to appreciate what the professionals do in the sport and how hard it is, how dedicated they are, and how much of a sacrifice not only to their lives but the families' lives. I've got a daughter and a long-term girlfriend, and I pretty much just didn't see them for 5 weeks, and that was just a 5-week diet for something enjoyable. So for a competitive bodybuilder, I couldn't even start to grasp how much you have to sacrifice to get on that stage.
And did you actually try to compete as well? Did you try?
Well, no, I was just going to. I pretty much just did a fun pose down, which was enough for me. I mean, the problem I had was that a film I was shooting overran, so I was trying to shoot a film. I was trying to remember lines, I was trying to do fight scenes, I was trying to diet, I was trying to eat, I was trying to train, and it was just way too much. We were on set from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and we were living in and out of hotels. I was taking my George Foreman to hotel rooms. I was getting up at 5 in the morning doing 2 hours fasted cardio, and then I was doing a whole day on set, coming back trying to do weights, sleeping 3-4 hours in between that. It was just too much. But I'd set a goal, and for me, once the goal was set, I had to try and do my best to achieve that.
And is there a real formula to success within this industry? What would you say?
For me, be yourself. Try and always be as positive, as motivational, and as encouraging, and want other people to succeed as much as yourself. And try and paint yourself in the best light that you possibly can. Always view what you have as being something extremely fortunate. Don't take it for granted. And just enjoy it.